Thank you to Miss Mavis Staples of the Staples Singers, the last remaining Staples singers alive too. And welcome to all of you to my Harriet practice. I'm so glad to see you all, to feel you all. Feel free to say hi in the chat, um, even just to say your name or just a little emoji, whatever you feel like, or to just be in your screens and be taking this time to check in with yourself and see what you need right now, how you're feeling. I just got back from retreat at like midnight. And so it I was really excited to actually do this session right now because I was like, well, I don't think I've ever done a session of this particular class so close to retreat. And being on camera or off camera both feel just as gracious to me. I'm happy that you're here and welcome to this session. I hope maybe we can, facilitate some space for that not feeling well or for healing. But yeah, I just got back from retreat and I played You're Not Alone today because that felt like the resounding lesson or discovery, really, of that retreat. There was a surprising amount of conflict and, or just, difficult situations that we had to go through as a community. And regardless of what happened, I found myself every day feeling surprisingly clear, really, really crystal clear. And, there was a day I was carrying a lot of sadness and grief, and it was a retreat on opening to the dark earth, opening to darkness. So it was honestly perfect. We all opened to the darkness together and we got through it, but I found each day like, holding a crying friend or like going out onto the land, like I just felt uh, really settled in my capacity to hold without being overwhelmed right now. And I think I feel really a little surprised, maybe, and grateful um, because life has been a lot to hold lately, a lot of like just truly painful sorrow and global communal heartbreak. And what was really taking me there was, I think the teachings were surrounded on this idea of dark mothers, of like different deities and Buddhas, bodhisattvas like Tara or Mami Wata, like West African deities. Um, but this idea of these like beings that are fiercely compassionate and like clear about what they know you deserve and what they believe you deserve. And maybe they're not always so gentle in their messaging, but it's always loving and clear. That kind of figure. Uh, and we talked about just like, I don't know, a lot of wrathful sorts of beings and a lot of gentle, compassionate beings and big ocean beings. It was really expansive. But overall, what I'm sitting with, 12 hours being home from this retreat is this idea that so often, this very simple idea, that so often we are tricked into thinking we're isolated or we are alone, or even that the communities we think we deserve could never be built in our lifetimes. And that might be true. Some of the things we work towards are for our children or our grandchildren, but I think I was dreaming so much on that land every night. I got more sleep than I have all year there, which really surprised me. I was going to bed at like 9:30 and waking up at 8 or like 8, 7:30. So it was really a lot of sleep. But I was really dreaming again in a profound way that I could like remember. And a lot of it was really simple. Like I just had dreams of me as like a 6-year-old little girl running down a hill as fast as I could when it was foggy. And I had that dream like 6 times. I don't know why it kept coming back. And I'm almost like a little teary now thinking of it. But it was just like that feeling of not even needing to fly or expecting to fly. But like when you run down a steep hill as a kid and you're like a little scared because you're not that great at using your legs yet. So you're really trying not to fall. And then you get those like strides that give you that like extra second of being in the air, being suspended. And I remember not even like wishing I could fly in those moments like I would when we're playing games and imagining, but like feeling like that was flying and just running as fast as I could. And on a day that it was foggy, like going into that mist of the unknown and really having to pay attention, like make sure I'm not hearing a car or something like that because it's foggy and I know that I'm running kind of recklessly. And feeling that mischief of like, no one's watching. What could I do? Right? That potential of being a kid. There was this moment on retreat. One of the teachers was Zenju, Osho Zenju. The other was Lopon Carla Jackson Brewer, I think is her last name. Two really wonderful, beautiful Black queer elders. And Zenju and I walked and she has I think a hip injury going on, so she has a walking stick. And I asked, "Oh, do you need a hand?" And she said, "No, but we could still do this." And she just like wrapped her arm in mine. And I was just walking her to her car, and she's like this tall. She's not that tall, but like she's in her like shawls and she just has such like an open, playful spirit that it felt like just walking together as little kids. And that was one of like the last moments of retreat after we had all gone through truly so much collectively. There was a lot of undoing. And today, as we open up to Ma Harriet, a lot of the times I can, being my kind of like Capricorn brained self that I am, I can focus on when we sing Wade in the Water, the troubled waters part, being like, be bold, get in those waters, right? Which is important. I think we do find our power in this practice as well and our agency. But I think also our power and our agency, I think lies in so much softness as well and knowing when to play. I found myself on this retreat not really wearing my robes, but I just brought like really long skirts and a pretty like flower dress and just kind of twirled around all week. And it brought so much like just I think little moments of levity that I wasn't even trying to go for. And it's like I was at Tara Mandala, which is built on like the female Buddha basically is their whole lineage of Machi Globdrung. And so there's a lot of just like, I don't know, they were talking about the divine feminine a lot, and I just felt like a kid in a lot of ways. Um, and it felt really like a grounding place to love people from. Like I was jumping to creativity first, or to like trying to understand a lot of the time rather than judgment or I don't know, the details don't matter, but that's the energy I invite today is to maybe as we begin, we take a breath in, let it out slow, Perhaps we just, as we check in with our body, as we settle into our seats, if you can, bring to mind a moment where you were a kid and you were just exploring, or when you last saw a kid just exploring, if that feels more accessible to you. As you bring that to mind, try not to get lost in the story of what was happening, but perhaps, maybe even with a hand to your heart, try to bring the feeling of that moment into this moment. Perhaps using a deep breath as a vehicle, even through these still bodies, we can invite what were you feeling in that moment? Is it discovery, curiosity, mischief, play, connection? As we let these experiences arise and fall as they may, we invite Ma Harriet into this space, perhaps as that elder in the background on a rocking chair, gently witnessing you in this little miraculous moment. Ma Harriet can be any ancestor and every ancestor. Today, perhaps we can think of her. I'm thinking of her as like a woman waiting for the bus while I'm playing at a park. Has nothing to do with me, but is kind of just witnessing me play, right? Not someone who's gonna tell me what to do, just someone who I know if something bad happened, I think she'd probably come over and help me, right? That kind of elder. One with space today. So we can really bask in the freedom, in the potential of whatever little us needs and wants right now. There's someone there. You're not alone. As we rest here, wherever this is for us, with no expectations, right? We'll just move into our opening mantra, which is in the chat of Om Ma Harriet Soha. Om, the seed syllable, birth in this context for me. Ma Harriet, her name, and Soha, right? The same as Svaha, Sohaka. They're all the same in different languages. So be it, or like a great hey, all the way out through the universe, right? So this mantra is just asking her, hey, come on, we're ready to offer to you. I hope you receive this offering of our grief, our joy, the child in us. Om Harriet Soha. 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 Breathe. Today we're really gonna blur the lines between play and grief. They're just gonna come in and out, and let's space for all of it, everything to arise. We'll take a minute just to sit with that mantra using the breath. We're going to do a little sliding box breath. We'll breathe in through the nose, hold our breath, out through the mouth, hold our breath again. We'll start with like 5 seconds, and I'll just slowly inch us out. The point isn't to do it correct, to do anything in time. You can take reset breaths, but just to really, as we sit with the kind of resonance of our own voices, fill ourselves, hold that feeling of fullness, trying to relax. You know, maybe like when you're a kid, you're huffing and puffing from running around and you're trying to make space for more breath, bring some ease, let all that breath go, and then hold that empty state, relaxing around that too before we inhale. Just building a little trust in those pockets, experiencing whatever arises. Take a clearing breath in, let it all go. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, in, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, hold. Let your breathing return to normal. And we're gonna go briefly into the mantra again before moving into our spiritual. This time, I have a. I think I feel a little embarrassed. I have a silly invitation um, of thinking of it as doing like one of those hand clap songs as a kid, you know? Like as you chant it, if you can bring that energy in of like jump roping or double dutch or like a hand clap, like a kid's song. You can sing it the same, but just an invitation to explore how moving into the mantra with that intention feels for you. It can feel anyway, it might feel, I won't even put a word in there because it's your experience, but that's the invitation. So we take a couple breaths in and out on your own time, just imagining. Om Ma Harriet Zoha. 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 And whatever has arisen for us, we offer to Mother Harriet, we offer to all beings. We pour into our communal prayers, which are in the chat. I'll say them aloud and feel free to read along with me or just listen, whatever feels good to you. May all beings be free. May those suffering experience liberation. May we hold each other through revolution. May we abolish everything that is not love. May we rebirth a free world. Svaha. Ashe. May it be so. Take a moment to just notice what you need right now, how you are. Our spiritual for today will be wade in the water. I'm going to put our little refrain in the chat. And as we move into this wade in the water, I will uphold my word at the beginning. We're not going quite into troubled waters that we usually go into. And if those arise, that's good too, Maybe they're just telling you. You listen to your experience. But the invitation is to think of a time or a feeling of playing in water, in that youthful, not even youthful, honestly. Playing in water still feels like this to me, but a time where playing in water just feels really good. That splashing, that floating, even if you don't swim, as a kid, stomping in puddles or finding like a weird drain that got clogged and not even thinking of what that means and just running straight through it. That feeling of free water, an outdoor shower, some kind of water that really feels light and all encompassing, right? Whatever that means to you. Let it touch all of you. Let it wash over you as we sing together. We talk about the Underground Railroad and the grief of it a lot. And I think equally important is thinking of that moment of stepping across that line, wherever someone's running from and to, or liberating themselves towards, those moments where we can taste it, right? When it becomes more real because of the work we've done in trusting ourselves, in believing in ourselves, those thresholds that we pass are really, I think, the sustaining part of that practice, right? Because sometimes when it gets hard, when it feels impossible, we can go back to thinking, oh, I remember how much I did there. How much me and my community, my support system, whoever, my ancestors, struggled in order to taste more of truly what I deserve. That keeps me dreaming for more discovery of what I truly deserve. Because I know even now in my big joy, there's more. Even now in my big grief, there's a way. So in that mixing of all those experiences, take a moment to really visualize yourself this time somewhere by water, having it lift you, rinse over you, even splashing your face. Take a few breaths in and out. And we offer this joy we recall, this play to our ancestors. The ones who might not have gotten it as abundantly, or we just offer this experience out from our heart space. This deep offering is spiritual care, not just for the human beings now and our generations to come, but today we take some time to care for the generations who have come before by offering just simple play, by remembering who we are, remembering this is who we are too. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble these waters. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God gonna trouble these waters. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble these waters. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble these waters. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Whatever waters you are near, imagine gathering a handful of it, feeling it fill your palms, perhaps dripping out a little through the fingertips, but you've got a good grasp, a good handful. And first offering this little handful of water to yourself. You can even place your hands like a mudra in receiving and just let it wash it all away. Let your hands run over your torso. Bring this water through your hair, Let it pass over your joints, your eyes. And then we fill our little water bowl, our basin again. And we imagine just offering it out back into the waters that we're with, knowing it will flow as an offering to all of our ancestors. Human, non-human, our ancestor, the earth, our ancestor, the water. Right, that song at the beginning, you're not alone. In my bones and blood, in the waters that rush through me, I am held. And in my dreams, we're liberated. Which means there's some experience that I have to draw upon, right? As a human, like we don't dream, we dream like in a weird composite way. I'm not a dream scientist. I won't get into it because I'll just butcher it. But if I can dream it, that means there's that spark of creation, that potential is there. And so, for me, if it's in my dreams, it's already right now. I just have to discover it. I just have to keep uncovering, remembering, those moments of just play, of cleansing, of no story about what you are doing besides running down a steep hill with a brisk fog, rejoicing in a cool day in a arid desert area, right? That kind of girlhood joy is what I'm pulling upon for myself. Just magic. We have it all. We can conjure it into our grief, our sorrow, our connections, our renewal, our rebirth. And so today, as we close out this practice, we dedicate all of our practice, any merits gained or moments of freedom tasted, to all beings. May they be free, may they be free of the causes and conditions of suffering. May we be full of the causes and conditions of liberation. May those fruits bloom in sweet abolition. Thank you for your practice.